I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is my belief, and I did a video on this. My shirt straightened out here. I did a video on this 2 years ago. I predicted this 2 years ago, and but before I start, I'm going to do a serious legal disclaimer. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not giving you advice on anything like that. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm just John. And so, but this is what I would do. I'm not telling you you should do this. I'm just saying this is what's going to happen. And this is what I'm going to do. And I do a chapter in my book about finance and about money and about what I think is going to happen. So I'm actually going to, I'm going to read you this. We are going to have a Depression 2.0. We're going to have a Depression 2.0. But it's going to be more like a lifestyle reset. It's not going to be like the 1929 crash and 1930s crash. It's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lifestyle reset. So what would I do? I would get the hell out of the market. I would run to the mountains. I would find a cave because it's going to be ugly. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just going to try to give you reality as I see it. When I say the Great Depression 2.0, it's not going to be like the Great Depression. It's going to be, that was really, really, really bad. My parents were born during that time. My grandparents and my parents lived through that time. That's why they were very tight with money and stuff like that, because they saw the hard times. This is going to be a little different. It's going to be a lot different. I actually think it's going to be worse in so many ways. So what I would do, me personally, get out of the market. Get your money. Hear how the market is driven by emotion. It's not driven by technical analysts. It's not driven by pundits. It's not driven by ebb and flows of what people want and what people don't want. It's the whole market, everything. The stock market and the way things happen, especially in the United States, is driven by emotion. Everything is driven by emotion. Not by financial needs, not by any of that kind of stuff. It's driven by people's personal emotion. And so if they feel in their gut that this ain't right, they're going to run. They're going to bail. They're going to sell. They're going to get out. So you don't want to be in the tail end of that. I don't want to be in the tail end of that. Like I said, I'm not giving you advice. I'm just saying. So I got up this morning. It's now Monday. I think it's January, March, April 7th. January, March. The year's going by quickly. So it's on the 7th. I looked at the market. I looked at Schwab, TD Ameritrade, all that kind of stuff. And it was down another 1,200 points. So what I'm saying is we're going to go through a reset. The government, the world, technology, everything that we do, the way we live is going to be reset. It's going to get reset a lot because of technology, a lot because of AI, a lot because of our government, especially our idiot president and Elon Musk are pushing for this major change in how we live our lives. And also, there's a lot of younger people coming up that want that change. You know, they see my generation as old-fashioned. You did everything wrong, all that kind of stuff. That's my opinion. I might be wrong. But, so, I am out. I'm out. And there's two reasons why I believe anybody or myself would get out of the market. Or stay in the market, okay? You can go listen to Susie all you want. She's worth $70 million. She can tell you to go jump off a bridge and hopefully you will not do it. She has no worries. She's got a lot of money. But you, the average person, just trying to pay your rent, trying to pay your bills, trying to make your car payment, trying to keep your family together, trying to have a normal life. You don't have $70 million. And she's giving advice to the average person. She's an idiot, okay? She got hers. She's happy. She's part of that group. So I'm the average guy. I don't have $70 million. I've got right now, I think in my bank account, probably $9 in savings and maybe $12 in checking. I don't have, I'm working day by day. I've got a day job like everybody else. But until my YouTube channel blows up, we'll see what happens. So if you're in that position, if you're in my position where you're living day by day, there's two reasons why you would stay in the market or get out of the market. One is if you want to see it as a long term. I'm going to stick my money in the market. I got my money market. I got my 4KO, which is the 2.0, what now it's half. If you want to stay in the market, look at it as a very long investment. You say, okay, fine. I'm going to leave my money. I'm going to forget about it. My mom used to do this. She'd put her stocks in her drawer, close the drawer, and never open the damn thing. She'd look at it years later. That's how she invested, and she made money. She did well with it. So if you can look at it that way, if you can do that, if you can take your money and park it, it doesn't matter if the market tanks and goes all the way to the ground, and you're completely broke. Your $40 is worth $3 a share. If you can wait, if you can wait it out for 10 years or 15 years, it will eventually come back. But can you? Most people can't. So the person that can't, like me, I'm not going to leave my money in the market. I'm not going to put all my eggs in the market. I need to eat. You got to worry about what's important. Food, shelter, safety, your health, your family, your mental sanity. Okay? So if you're in the position like me, and this is what I would do, I'm not saying you should do this, I would run for the hills. Get out. Don't sit there and look at it every day. Well, maybe I'll take some of it. Maybe no. Gone. See you. Bye. Ask and elbows. Ask and elbows. Out the door. See you later. Let the big money do what they're going to do. Let the government do what it's going to do. Just move on. Where's my book? Not my book. I mean my folder. So when I say we're going to go into a Depression 2.0, it's not going to be like 1929, 1930, which took us 10 years and a war, a world war to get us out of the crash. And if you study history and you understand how we got into it in the first place, you'll see. We are going through a metamorphosis. It's a big word. We're going through a change, a lifestyle change, the way we live our life change. Stores malls are closing. Brick and mortar is closing. I keep stuttering. I'm sorry about that. Brick and mortar is going to be a thing of the past. Okay, malls are going to close. Macy's is going to finally close. Penny's, Wards, Sears, Walmart. All of brick and mortar is going away. And it's been going away for the last 10 years, but it's going to go away really quick if the market takes a dump, okay? So we're going to have a different world. It's going to be a completely different world. We're doing a complete reset on how we live. When I grew up, my mom said, go in the backyard, get out of the house, play in the yard. And the American dream was to have a home with a yard. Okay, that was my generation. The new generation today, I want to live in a pod. I don't want a yard. I don't want the responsibility. I don't want to mow the grass. I don't want to have grass. I want to have a potted plant on my shelf, on my counter. That's how they think, okay? That's the generation coming up. The generations that are coming up don't want all that luggage. They don't want all that work. They don't want to take care of a house. They don't want to take care of a yard. And because of that mindset, it's a reset. It's a reset how human beings, how the American people are going to live, how the world is going to live. So that reset is going to take time to reorganize itself. And that reorganization is part of the market going in the tank. And I'm not saying Donald Trump knows what he's doing, but I think he in his mind, he kind of understands this, and I kind of disagree with what he's doing. He's taking a sledgehammer to everything. He's trying to make it happen quicker. Instead of for 10 years or 15 years, we can do a reset. You know, it's like, let's take a sledgehammer and knock all the drywall down, pull all the electricity out. We don't need wires anymore. Everything's wireless. He's kind of lost his mind. Okay, it's just him and Elon Musk are just they're trying to do this too fast. People can't adjust that quick. Okay, it takes time. Oh my God. So anyway, I'm going to make this video short. What I really wanted to say to you is this. We're going to have a reset. We're going to go into a reset. We're going to go with a serious down economy. This is my belief. I did another video, like I said, 2 years ago. I'll see if I can find the link on it. I'll put it in the link below if I can find it. So what do you do? This is advice I can give to you, okay? That is not, not financial. Protect your family. Shrink everything down. If you don't need 2 cars, get rid of a car. If you're getting close to paying off the mortgage, pay off the mortgage. If you can make 2 payments on the mortgage, pay 2 payments. If your kids want to go to school, try to find a better way to finance the school, not through your own cash flow or your money. Eat smart. Don't buy processed foods. Don't buy pre-made foods. Stop going to restaurants. Use it as a treat. Back in my day, I sound like an old man. Back when we were younger, going out to a restaurant was a treat. We went out once a month, and it was a steakhouse or an Italian restaurant. It was it was fun. It was a treat. It wasn't we did that every day. Stop. As you guys know, I work in a grocery store, and I see the food coming across the belt and all this waste. People buying all this processed foods and potatoes that are wrapped and sippy cups and bags of chips that cost $6. $6 for a bag of chips? No. No. See it as a treat. Do it once a month. You can buy a whole chicken for $6. You can cut it up and you can go feed the family. You can feed yourself, make yourself lunch for 4 days on that chicken. You got to start thinking like that because that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be. I can see it in probably 2 years or 3 years from now where you walk down the grocery aisle and you're not going to see a whole aisle of cereal. You're not going to see 15 kinds of cornflakes and 16 kinds of this and 20 kinds of that and 17 different kinds of cornflakes or cereals. It's going to go away. It's got to go away because it's nothing but gluttony and greed. Greed on the merchant that's selling the stuff and gluttony on the population that's eating it. And it sounds like a bad thing, what we're going to go into. It sounds like a bad thing. But in the long run, it's a good thing because you'll be healthier. You eat healthier food. Stop eating processed, pre-made food. Stop buying them. They're too expensive. Make your own food. Get some Tupperware. Pre-make your lunches. Pre-make your dinners. Okay? And if the school says Johnny can't bring his lunch to school, figure it out somehow. Sneak in his backpack. Do whatever you got to do to save money. Squirrel money away. Cash is king. Cash is king. Cash is king. Cut up your credit cards. I cut up 6. Is that 6? Yeah. I cut up 6 of my credit cards. I've got like one Capital One, one Credit One, one whatever PayPal. I got one bank account. Well, I got two bank accounts. I got one for business, one for me. But I'm getting rid of all that luggage. I'm chipping away every month. I'm paying a little bit more. If the minimum payment is $55, pay $100. The minimum $100, pay $200. If you can pay it. If you can't, pay it. Cut the card up. Get rid of the cards. Get rid of the credit cards. Okay? Get rid of the credit cards. Keep 2 credit cards. One for emergency if you got to rent a car or if you got to fly somewhere, if you got to do something as an emergency, okay? And check your balance on that once in a while and see if you still have the same balance. Because the credit card companies can do this. If you owe $2,000 and you pay the $2,000 off and you're thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I have $2,000 in that Visa, I can use it. And you go to it and you haven't seen it and looked at it in, let's say, 6 months or a year, and you go and all of a sudden, they've dropped it. I only have $500 available. Huh? When am I paying? No, because it's credit. It's not your money. It's not your money. It's money you're borrowing. And they can always change the amount that they want to give you. So if things get really bad, like I think they will, they'll do that. Credit card companies will start cutting the people that don't pay their bills or even the people that pay their credit off. They can do that. So monitor your credit cards. Keep an eye on them. Okay? So you know. But cut up most of them. Just keep like 2. Keep what you need. Get rid of all store credit cards. Stuff like, Target and, trying to think here. Target, I don't want to, there's no more stores left. Target, here's I'm senior moment, Best Buy. Stuff like Best Buy. Cut it up, get rid of that. You don't need those, If you really need to buy something, you can go online and buy it. You'll buy it cheaper. You could use the credit card you have. Cut up all the store credit cards. Get rid of them. Don't join any programs. Don't add yourself to any programs for benefits. Oh, if you buy this, you get another one free. If you buy this now, you can pay it off later. Get rid of all of that bullshit. Cut it all up. Be ahead of the curve on this. Be ahead of the curve. Learn how to make your own food. If you want to learn how to make your own food, get a cookbook or just go online and start learning how to make prepared foods. How do I cut up a chicken? How to raise chickens? Can I call your city officials? Can I have chickens in my backyard? How do I have chickens? Okay? Do this. Get on it. Because we are going to have Depression 2.0. Like I said, it's not going to be like the Great Depression. It's going to be a lot worse. A lot worse in a lot of ways. Because back in 1929, they didn't have credit cards. Back in 1929, you didn't have a lot of crazy people with guns. Protect your family. Get out of debt. My opinion only, not legal advice. Get out of the stock market. Sell your stock. Cash is king. Cash. Small bills. Not $100 bills. Nobody's going to take them. Not $50 bills. Nobody's going to take them. 10s and 5s. Not even 20s. Tell your wife, your significant other, your family, your husband, we're gonna start a little stash of cash. Stash of cash. Put it in the chair. Put it in the attic. Put it somewhere where the mice won't eat it. Somewhere where everybody knows where it is, but not everybody knows where it is. Just you guys, okay? Small bills, singles, 5s, nothing bigger than a 10. Singles, 5s, nothing bigger than a 10. Get yourself, go to the bank when you get paid. If you do get paid, if you have money in the bank, take $100 out of the bank and say, I would like $100 in singles. I would like $100 in $5 bills. And get it. And put it away. Because things get really, really rough. And all the credit card companies go, goodbye. And you don't have a credit card. You can eat. Most important thing, food. Eat. Grow your own food. Buy seeds. Go to Walmart or Ace Hardware. That's another one. Oh yeah, cut the Walmart card up, cut the Ace Hardware card up. But when you go to Ace Hardware or go to a nursery or go to Walmart, they sell packets of seeds. Stock up on seeds and keep them dry. Watermelon seeds, melon seeds, pepper seeds, corn, corn for seeds, corn for string beans. All kinds of seeds are going to be very valuable. Okay? If you buy the plants, it's a one-time thing unless you take the seeds. Get the seeds. Keep them in it. Don't put them in the refrigerator. Keep them in a dry place, in a dark, dry place, so you can grow food. How to grow food if you're in an apartment. How to grow food if you have a small yard. Get some buckets. Save buckets. Paint buckets, like the 5-gallon giant paint buckets. You drill some holes in the bottom. Get some mulch. Get some gravel. Grow some vegetables in a bucket. You can grow those on your front porch. Okay? This is gonna happen. It ain't gonna be pretty. But you gotta eat. What'd I say? Small bills. Buy seeds. Get seeds. Buy some, not fertilizer, buy some mulch. Bags of mulch. Buy some gravel. Get some buckets. Store it. Put it on your back porch. Forget about it until things get rough. Then you can grow a garden. Okay? The internet's not going anywhere. That's where everybody's going to go. They're going to the internet to do everything. I want to know how to grow a garden. Study up on that. Look online. How do I grow food? How do I raise food? How do I cut up a chicken? Okay? How do I raise chickens? Lifestyle change. We're going to go through a serious adjustment on how we are going to be living in the next 20 years. Back to the beginning. I stutter too much. I'm going to start drinking. Back to the beginning of this video. I am not giving you legal advice. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I have been doing, me and my roommate. We're getting ready for this. This is going to happen, okay? It's going to happen. If you look back over the last 10 years, what has happened? We've been going through this reconstruction or not reconstruction, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a re-alteration of how we're going to be living. But if you go back 10 years, 15 years, think of all the companies, the stores that you remember that are closed. I'm just going to list some off the top of my head. Sears, Montgomery Wards, Penny's, what was that? Penny's, Tuesday mornings recently. What's the other one? We used to go buy the CDs. CDs are no longer anymore. Blockbuster. There's so many stores that have closed in the last 10 years because we are doing this reconfiguration how we're going to live. And now it's going to hit hard. It's going to hit really hard. And you're going to see all these stores shrink. Oh my God. On that happy note, here's the upside. We will be better for it, okay? We will be better for it. We don't need to be going into a local grocery store and buying $100 worth of crap that we don't need to be eating, okay? Full of chemicals, full of fats, full of, I've heard a thing on the news the other day about there's 30-somethings having coronary heart disease because all they do is sit and do this bullshit all day long or watch TV all day long, They don't go out, they don't work out, they don't exercise. That's sad. They might not make it to 40, okay? I'm not saying my generation was better or worse than the younger people today. I work with a lot of them. They're great. But we're gonna have that reset, Like I said, you won't be able to buy or go down and buy 16 boxes of Fluffy Pups on the store. It's going to be gone. I'm going to make another prediction. Here's another prediction. I said, I can't name the name because I don't want to be liable for anything, but I work in a grocery store. And I'm going to bet you the store that I'm in, okay, there's many of them in Florida. It's a Florida chain. I'm not going to name any names. The store that I am in will not be there 10 years from now. I'm not saying the building won't be there. I'm not saying you won't be able to buy groceries there. I'm saying that store, that model, the model of people walking into a store, excuse me, the model of people walking into a store with a shopping cart and buying groceries is going to be a thing of the past. It's going to go away. It won't exist in 10 years. That model will not exist in 10 years. There will be smaller stores that you can do that in, more mom and pop stores. After we had this downturn, on the upside, you'll see more mom and pops like 1950s where people live above the store and they have a little grocery store below. That will come back in smaller communities. That's kind of cool. But the big box stores, the big grocery box stores, goodbye. It's had its day. And you already can start to see it already because what we have, like Shipped and all these companies that buy, people come in, they're on the phone, they buy the groceries from somebody else, they check it out, and they come and they park in a certain parking spot and they pick up the food and they go home or they deliver it to them. Okay, Kroger's doing this. They'll deliver for you. There's a lot of food delivery companies now, or companies that do that now. And all the big box chains, grocery stores are doing that. So the store that I'm talking about will not be there in 10 years. It will be a pickup. It will be like what I would call a picker store. You'll have people in the store. People won't be able to go in the store. You'll have employees in the store picking, sort of like Amazon, picking all the food out, putting it all together, running to the register, going out into the valet. Here's your food. People will not be allowed to go in that building. That's what I think is going to happen to most of the large, big box supermarkets. That's the future. That's what's going to happen. Because one is the newer generation doesn't want to spend time in a store. They're not into chatting about how this going and whatever. That's my generation. That's my parents' generation. Okay, so this whole process that started back in the 40s of a supermarket or a mall or a grocery store or a mega store is all going to go away. Yes, it has seen its day. The mall has seen its day. The giant grocery stores or big box stores have seen their day. They're old. They're dinosaurs. And right now they're struggling to figure out a way to what they can do, how they make money, because they see that coming. Here's the scary part. They keep building more stores. Keep building more. Okay, I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. We'll see what happens in 10 years. If I'm still around, I'll be 83 years old. I mean, oh yeah. Where are your stories to work out? I was a bagger there. It will not be there. The building might be there, but no. Goodbye. It's not going to happen. Anyway, it's the Great Reset. Look at it as not a depression. Look at it as the Great Reset of this decade. And it's going to take a decade to do the reset, to change all the grids to electric, to all the stuff that we're doing. It's the Great Reset. That's what we're going through. And we have people, not naming any names, Donald, the President of the United States and Elon, those two knuckleheads are trying to make the reset happen overnight. No, it doesn't happen that way. It's like going up to the fat lady and say, okay, you weigh 365 pounds and, come to my facility and you'll walk out the door in 24 hours and you're going to be 150 pounds and I'll be gone. No, it can't happen. It's going to cause so much turmoil and so much boom. Anyway, like I said in the beginning, save your money. Get out of debt. Stash it away. Small bills. Buy seeds. Buy buckets of dirt so you can grow food. You're going to be fine. We are going to be fine. Don't look at it negatively. Look at it positively. It's a positive thing. We're going to have a better world, I think. Except for AI, I'm not in that. But health-wise, mentally and physically, you'll have a better world if you eat healthier, if you're smarter with your money. Okay, I gotta go. Hear that noise in the background? That's my little bunny scratching his bench. I gotta give him some water. It's getting a little warm in here. Love you guys. Thank you very much. I'm gonna make another video, and we are going to have a Depression 2.0. No, it's not. It's a lifestyle reset. Time to reset everything. Boom, overnight. Not. But it's coming, baby. The Great Reset has started 10 years ago, and we're still in it. And now we're starting to hit it hard with the stock market. See what happens tonight at 9. I know this morning was down like 12. I'm out. I got nothing. Goodbye. Anyway, gotta go. Love you guys. Be safe. My seekers. Be safe. Be wise. Be smart. Protect your family. Okay? Bye, guys.